अभी मैं आज के वक्ता के रूप में डॉक्टर सुधीर कुमार मित्तल जी को इनवाइट करता हूं, जो चीफ आर्किटेक्ट हैं एयरटेल के साथ, जो ब्रह्मा कुमारी से भी जुड़े हुए हैं और बहुत अच्छे वक्ता हैं। ओवर टू डॉक्टर सुधीर मित्तल जी।
Thank you, brother Piyush Bhai, and thank you for all the organizers to help me out in arranging this session. So I welcome all of you. I know many of my friends have joined this, and we haven't interacted with many of them for years, and maybe after years, it's the first interaction I'm having with them. And then every day, my colleagues, all are there. Many people are there on either YouTube or on Zoom. Now, today's topic is positive psychology, and I would like to start with a request to all of you that just for a few seconds, you observe yourself and see what are the kind of thoughts we have in mind. So just sit in silence for a few seconds and see what we are thinking. So ideally, I would have liked this session to be interactive, but because of the COVID, we are having this virtual session. But nevertheless, it's a good opportunity for all of us to connect from different parts of the world. So, what have we found in our mind? What were our thoughts? Was our mind cluttered, or was our mind very clear? Was our mind concentrating on some subject, or was our mind thinking of past, yesterday what happened, today what happened, why this program, we are late or we are early? So let's see. So this session, let's make this session a self-transformation experiment also. So now I would like to have some kind of a further experiment. So initial experiment, we check the status, and slowly we move ahead. And by the end of the session, again, we'll check what is our status of our mind. So now for about 1 or 2 minutes, what I'll do is that I will speak a few words of positivity, which is related to our topic today. So just sit back and relax. Try to reduce your thoughts. Whatever clutter was there in our mind, try to reduce that. Inhale the freshness, exhale all negativity, all waste thoughts. Now start giving directions to our thought. As I'll speak a few words, आपको वो शब्द visualize करने हैं. Associate yourself with those words.
And
Hope, wisdom, creativity, courage, responsibility, perseverance, well-being, contentment, satisfaction, honesty, optimism, forgiveness, cooperation, truth, purity, compassion, mercy, empathy, bliss, affection, love, peace, happiness, relax, relax. So did you associate yourself? Did you visualize the effect of these words on us? Now check what is the state of our mind. What are we thinking? So in this session, as we move ahead, as we talk of various concepts and techniques, you should honestly try to apply them to yourself and more visualize and associate yourself with those concepts. That's positive psychology in practice, which is a science, and that gives us positive experience, positive individual traits, and that improves our quality of life. And what do I benefit with this? With this positive outlook, I get energetic, confident, charismatic, and that has direct benefit on physiology and immune system. And there has been a large number of research on this. And law of attraction works wonders. Many of you would have read the book from Joseph Murphy on the power of subconscious mind and more such books. So as we think more and more positive, the positive is attracted towards us. Success is attracted towards us. Now, how do we achieve this? So what we have to do is a simple exercise. Again, imagine you add up all positive events in our consciousness. Just subtract the negatives and aggregate this over time. And the output is overall well-being of us. Now just try to sustain it in our surroundings. And what do we get is a collective well-being. I'm speaking with the little pauses so that we apply it and try to feel it. That's the objective of this session. So I was talking about success. With positivity, we get success. But let's try to understand what do we mean by success. And in these days, we all are telecom, technology savvy, and we love a lot of apps. So we become apps heavy, right? And we derive our happiness out of it. These apps. Now, what I'm talking about is not those Android or iOS apps. What I'm talking about with app is achievements, possessions, and positions. So this is the definition of our success. Does that define success? Ask ourselves. Many of you are already having all this. We feel we are successful, but no. So the success has to be complemented and supplemented with other softer components like contentment, harmony, love, peace, and above all, happiness. If we are not able to generate this, if we are not able to feel this in our everyday life, it's not success. And especially in the COVID times, you would have seen that. Now, if that is the case, then what are the principles of this success as we talk about positivity or positive psychology? So there are few determinants of that. And let's try to check where are we on that. So these 5 principles, first one is our everyday activity. We do it, our job with determination, focus, perseverance, perfection. And then success also requires all-round development or hunger to learn, or creativity, innovation. And then the last principle is about humanity. Again, this is a softer aspect where we are talking about the principles of truthfulness, love and affection, peace, compassion, and service. If we are not doing this in our society, it cannot be called a success because ultimately it will not achieve the other parameters which I just talked about. So each time we use our qualities of love, peace, and happiness, we are successful. Just feel it. Each time we cooperate, show kindness, build a beautiful relationship, we are successful. Do you feel anything is lacking in our life and we still call ourselves successful? Just check it. Now I'll be talking about some techniques which bring our outlook to become positive perpetually. And the theme of all of these techniques, which I have experiment with me, at least for last almost 11 years, tried various techniques, and these all are doable techniques. Align our thought process with this. The mantra is that we have to be very particular with ourselves. And the first of it is always think positive. So just direct your thoughts towards positivity all the time. Let it be a conscious effort. Bring in our thought, good will happen to me, and good will happen to you, and good will happen to everyone around me. That's positivity. So that is about directing our thoughts. Now, the second aspect is always speak positive. So sometimes we say casually to ourselves, our friends and relatives, our dear and near ones, oh, take care, you will fall. Or sometimes we say, do fast, you will get late. Is it right to say that? Is it right to say that? Just evaluate. What thought we are creating? Our intention is right, but our speech is saying something else. So this is a wrong way of expression. Instead of that, just apply this kind of technique in our everyday life. If we have to mention it, we can say, take care so that you don't fall. Do fast so that you don't get late. So what we are always saying is that you will be safe, instead of saying you will fall or you will get late. So these are some examples. So just be very, very particular what you say. Sometimes we tell this to our children, very small babies, grandchildren. Don't be so naughty, otherwise you will get hurt. So you have to be very careful. And that's what I have tried to adopt. Then third aspect is always do positive. So when we are talking about doing and what is positive in it, again, there are same three principles, that my actions have to be beneficial for me, and they have to be beneficial for you, and they have to be beneficial for everyone around me. So just adopt this simple technique and evaluate our actions continuously, and our actions will be positive. So we have aligned towards positivity our thoughts, our speech, our actions. And then fourth technique is just align these three across. And these are all doable techniques. Just try it, think it while you are listening this. So what I think is what I speak, is what I do. And I will think always positive. So it's a simple technique. Okay? Just try to do it. Trust me, it works. It works wonders. Next technique is again a simple technique, which is visualize success and happiness everywhere I go. Just visualize that all the time. Let's say I'm going to a crowded place. I will always visualize that I have got the parking slot. I will always visualize that I am well in time for that important meeting and everyone is happy with me, even though practically I'm getting late. I have won all the competitions. I have cleared all my exams. I have achieved my goals. I have created happiness. Visualize this and will be another step towards positivity. Another technique. This technique is called periodic checking. So one of the things we do is something called hourly traffic control. Traffic of what? Traffic of our thoughts. So it's a simple technique. After every 1 hour, just pause for 30 seconds. 30 seconds is very easy. You need not even close your eyes. Wherever you are sitting in office, doing some work, just pause for 30 seconds and reduce total number of thoughts in our mind. All that clutter you reduce. And another checking you do in those 30 seconds that whatever thoughts I have are positive. Then further do a checking that whatever words I've spoken in last 1 hour are positive. Check whatever actions I have done in last 1 hour are positive. That brings us closer to positive psychology. The benefits I've already talked about. Just check that our thoughts, words, and actions are not causing sorrow to anyone. Just check that our thoughts, words, and actions are creating happiness. So this is my all-day periodic checking. And another thing what I can do is in the night, for every night before sleeping, I dedicate a few minutes for myself. I sit in a mental solitude for a few minutes. If you get a lonely place to sit, great. Otherwise, no problem. It's a mental solitude we are talking about. Other people might be there, depending on the situation in the house. And in those few minutes, take stock of the whole day's traffic of thoughts, words, and actions. Check them and change. Realize our misses and mistakes, what we have missed and where we have gone wrong. So the checkpoint is all our mistakes or misses are those events of thoughts, words, or actions which are away from positivity and which are near to negativity. What is negativity? Is something like thinking something bad about somebody, related to some lust, related to some anger, related to greed, related to ego. And related to attachment. And then promise ourselves that I will never repeat this mistake. So in that time, I'm making a promise. Tomorrow, I will not repeat this. Any day further, I will not repeat this. And in our thoughts itself, ask for a pardon wherever I have created hurt or sorrow to somebody. Further, unconditionally forgive all and forget. Visualize ourselves as a transformed, beautiful, light soul. Spread love and affection for all in those few minutes. Visualize peace and thank the Supreme Soul for all I got and sleep in his remembrance. That's the technique that works wonders. Now another one. Do our best, forget the rest. So what I have to do? With my best efforts, I accept what I get because I have done my job. And then keep learning and improving And what I'll see slowly I start getting the best. So I do the best, slowly I start getting the best. Another thought, another alignment to our thought process, which is very important, so which I have tried to do always for last 11 years, is the only thing I can change in this world is me. So just sink this in our minds. And when I change, I will observe slowly the world changes around me. So my intention was to create a healthy atmosphere around me. I could not do that. So what I did, change myself and make my thoughts healthy, make my psychology healthy. And that is changing the world around me. And in this process, what I do is I'm exchanging subtle positive energy. So always think that, okay, what I'm emitting, check what I'm emitting. I'm emitting positive energy, or what I'm emitting is a negativity. How my aura will look like. Is it a beautiful, soothing white light? Or there is any negativity, black color in this? Negative black color. Another technique is just remembrance of ourselves as a pure soul, the lovely child of the Supreme Soul. The Supreme Soul, who is the ocean of love and all positive traits. And since I'm child, so I'm also embodiment of truth, purity, peace, love, bliss, happiness, and positive energy. So the moment we start realizing that we are children of whom? Who is an ocean of all these positive traits? If I am child of him, then I also have to. Just think of that. This is the real self-respect. What we talk in the world normally, that everybody has a self-respect, and there is a fine line when that self-respect is actually ego. Self-respect is respecting the self for our positive qualities, not ego. Okay. Then another technique is visualize ourselves as a detached observer who is simply playing a beautiful role of creating love, happiness, and peace. Visualize ourselves as a soul, beautiful soul. And my role is only creating love, happiness, and peace. That's my role. I observe others, but regulate my actions when I become detached observer. I become a match referee for myself and keep correcting myself. That's a visualization which helps all the time. Now, another important aspect which normally people find, I mean, I try to again transform myself on this aspect, that whenever someone's behavior is not good with me or looks to be detrimental to me, मेरे लिए नुकसान कारक कर रहा है, कोई मेरे लिए बुरा कर रहा है, बुरा सोच रहा है, then what should I do? So I have three options. First, return him the same behavior of negativity from my side. Second, do nothing, ignore him. Or third, love and bless him in my thoughts. Now evaluate. What is coming to your mind? What will you do? most of us tend to get into the trap that we return him the same behavior. Or sometimes we also feel that, okay, he has done something, but I mean, I'm not affected. I will just ignore him. I'll never see him again. But I have a third option also. My behavior is completely my choice. And the third option is love and bless him in my thoughts. Now, the natural question arises that why? Why should I do that? So, there are few points in this. First one is the person who has behaved in a particular way might already be suffering from negativity. Just have some empathy. Invoke empathy in ourselves. Maybe there's some problem in his thought process, some problem in his circumstances. So throwing further negativity to him will actually weaken him further and will result harsher behavior from him. So what do I gain? Nothing. So better give vibrations of healing and blessing in our mind. Of course, you don't have to tell him. It's all a game of thoughts. It's a positive psychology. So give vibrations of healing and blessing. Slowly, what he'll do, he'll catch our positive vibrations, and over a period of time, he will turn favorable to me. Now, second reason, what he's trying to do, he is giving me a chance to test my stability and positivity. So, I have tried to transform myself, but how do I test it? So, such people, such souls come into my life to test me. And what will happen with that? I'll get an opportunity to check myself. So in turn, what he's doing is helping me to move upward in my life. He's my examiner. And if that is the case, I love him and I respect him. I respect my teachers. The third one. Third reason is karmic accounts. Now, karmic account theory is quite deep. We have to understand that there was an interaction in the past with the soul, either in this birth or previous births, and there was some account between us. There was some debt. There was some debt on me. And what I'm getting now is an opportunity to clear that debt. Now, what happens when we take loan from banks? As soon as our salary comes, we happily give money to the bank because we feel relaxed. Yes, my loan is reducing. So this is the same analogy. I'm clearing my karmic accounts, clearing my debt. So I should feel happy and thank him for the opportunity he has given us. So these are the three reasons why I should love and bless him. Of course, when we talk about love and bless him, it's all inside our thoughts. Depending on the external circumstances, if you get an opportunity to tell the other person, it is great, but you need not also. That's a game of psychology. Our vibrations travel. Now so these were simple techniques and they are based on some guiding principles, and I'll just quickly touch upon a few of them as a last aspect in my talk. First one is radiate our pure and authentic vibrations to others, irrespective of our feelings about their vibrations. So we are feeling there is some negativity coming to me, but I am doing my role of radiating pure and authentic vibrations. Next one. Let love and peace be the fundamental principles for all our interactions, even at the level of thoughts. We influence others with our motivating actions and care instead of controlling with dominance. So the time in which we are, there is no place for dominance and control. We have to motivate with our actions. We have to remain stable and make the best use of what we have. Anyway, whatever I've got is based on my past actions. And I have to do the best now. And I have to create happiness. And how do we create happiness? A basic principle again, just think about it. Being happy is the only way to give happiness. There is no other way. A sad person cannot give happiness. So just visualize this. I am a happy soul. Irrespective of the outside circumstances, my state of equilibrium is always peace, happiness, and love. And once I have that, the breadth of my true life becomes enthusiasm. I get energy. And then we'll try to see, there's another principle, that there's a magic in each day for those who have eyes to see. So with this kind of checking, every day is giving me an opportunity to create magic. Magic in my life, magic into others' life. Last 2 points are very important, that there is no need to speak a lot of words to impress others. Just live by the words and show them in action. So you don't have to educate anybody. Just be it like this. And then to have faith that things will work out for the best is to ensure that they will. Now this is the last principle. What I have to talk today is that to have faith that things will work out for the best is to ensure that they will. So this is all about positive psychology. So today's session has, of course, some time limitations, but I think this is what I had to speak out. I believe I'm able to convey, and then just you try to visualize and repeat yourself inside. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Thank you very much, Dr. Mittal. You spoke so well about doable techniques, which looks so easy. I think we all can do it.